Today on the channel, the fans take over with Randy Orton Fan Takeover 2, Amazon exclusive. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today we've got Fan Takeover Part 2, the Amazon exclusive Randy Orton. One figure I was not super excited about, but now that I have it in hand, I'm a heck of a lot more excited about this one than I ever in a million years thought I would be. So that's always a positive going into an unboxing and review. But you guys know how we do these reviews. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, see where it goes from there. We'll compare it to another Randy Orton figure. And then at the very end of this video, I'm going to rank the Fan Takeover Series 2 set in order of my favorite to least favorite and kind of talk about it a little bit there. So we'll do that in this video instead of doing a separate video later. So make sure you stay to the end for that and then have your rankings ready to go for the comments at the end. But let's take a look at the packaging first here. Talked about it in every single one of these reviews. I love the packaging. Blue and yellow, sign me up all day long. I wish this was the traditional Mattel Elite packaging we had every day. I just think it would pop better off the shelf. You know, it's all about marketing at the end of the day. You got to have a good product, but you got to have a good product design, the packaging design. Nothing against our current Elite boxes, but I do think this would sell a lot more and I think catch a lot more consumers' eyes on the shelf because that's half the battle, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe taught me that when I was a kid. So there you go. There's the packaging. I love that blue background. Orton coming with extra hands, coming in with a microphone, an incorrect microphone for the time, but we'll take it, I guess. You can always turn it around. It comes with an Intercontinental title. That's a cool one. We don't get a whole lot of that Intercontinental title, so that's always cool to have as well. Got that Elite logo at the very top of the package up there in blue. Very bottom, you got Randy Orton's name. You got the Fan Takeover. Then you got the glamour shot and, of course, the little True FX going on there. Here's old school Randy Orton on the side. Just seems like yesterday. I guess we're all getting old. It seems like yesterday he looked like this, and this was kind of the way of Randy Orton. Times have changed, of course. Elite logo down below, in-ring glamour shot with the old Intercontinental title. This is probably the best conditioned packaging I did get from Amazon. I mentioned that in some of the videos. They just trample on some of these packages. I've always had really good experience with Amazon. I've only had maybe one damaged figure in all my years ordering from them. I've been very lucky. Same with Ringside Collectibles. I've had one really bad one. That was back in the Classic Superstars days. They replaced it, everything else. But Amazon's been a tough beast lately, and most of these have been damaged. Every time I've said to myself, I'm glad I'm a loose collector, I guess, because there's really no way of going about this. And a lot of people blame Amazon out there. I don't know if we've ever talked about this on the channel a whole lot, but a lot of people blame Amazon. Oh, they should package better. They should do this and that. Guys, at the end of the day, how many items does Amazon sell? You got to take that business step back. And unless the manufacturer like Mattel or someone says, hey, these are collectible, I'm going to send this in an extra protective layer and then send it on that, it's got to be Mattel talking to Amazon a little bit, because Amazon, how many workers do they have? They're paying, you know, $13 an hour or whatever it is. They're just throwing, oh, here's a bar of soap, here's a comb, here's some jeans, here's some shoes, here's some Fisher-Price toys. Not everybody, we want to believe everybody knows what collectibles are, but you know, you take this to a lot of people in the world, they're going to say, oh, this is an adult collectible. No, they're going to say, oh, there's a kid's toy, and kids' toys are meant to be open. That's how they think. That's just the way it goes. They don't treat this a whole lot different than a hammer or a bag of nails at Amazon, and it would take Mattel stepping in to say, hey, we want to pay more money to get more shipping, whatever, because guess what? It's a business at the end of the day. And Amazon, if Mattel came to them and said, hey, Amazon, we're going to give you a price break of $2 on every single figure, or whatever that number is, whatever it works out to be, and we're going to say every one of these needs to be individually bubble wrapped with padded packaging peanuts or whatever in there. They would do that. Amazon's a business. They'd say, oh, they do the calculator. Okay, that means we're going to make an extra whatever a year. It's a business. It's a business at the end of the day. So long-winded, but you always see people complaining about Amazon, but you got to take that step back that Amazon's not just a collectible store. That's Big Bad Toy Stores of the world for you. You want stuff packaged and crazily good? Go to Big Bad Toy Store. I know Ringside, they struggle with it a lot. Like I said, don't have a lot of issues with Ringside. I've been very fortunate. I know some people, the total opposite end of the spectrum. It's just, I guess that's just the way the cookie crumbles, as one might say. Where are we going? We were going to the back. We were going to the back of the package. There's that whole lineup down below. Randy Orton, Christian, Johnny Gargano, and X-Pac. We'll put them in my order. I can't wait to hear what your guys' order is on these. Fan takeover right on the belt on Randy with that glamour shot. You got his name up there, the Elite logo up top. We got the results to the side and a little blurb. Let's read those. Let's see what it says about this. How about Randy Orton? So this is WrestleMania 20. That's a pretty good pick. And, you know, without the pictures, I can't remember which ones I picked. It's been so long. You know, we picked these things 6 months, maybe even longer. Backlash 2004 came in second place. Then Raw September 6, 2005 came in third. I would love to see a little picture next to all of them so we know the results. You can kind of see. Maybe that's asking for too much. But yeah, okay, now I know where this is. I'm reading this blurb. That's what I thought it was. The Legend Killer's feud with Mick Foley took it up a notch when Evolution battled the Rock and Sock Connection at WrestleMania 20. Okay, so that's what it represents. But yeah, very solid figure. Like I said, I wasn't expecting a lot from this Randy Orton figure, but then I looked through my collection. I think my Randy Orton shelves somewhere around here. I'm thinking about redoing this whole shelves. One of these days you're going to see a video and you're going to be surprised. The whole backgrounds will be different. I got to move things around, adding detolf shelves, new stuff coming. The ebbs and flows of a collector, that's for sure. I need to really do some work on here, but I have two toy rooms I'm trying to build currently. So I got a lot going on down here. Just a lot going on down here. But this Randy, we really didn't have this version of Randy Orton in elite form. I'm kind of surprised. We've had some that are kind of close, but not really this era Randy Orton. So this really kicks this one up a notch, if not 2 notches. Yes, I'm saying it 2 notches. So I'm happy to get this one. And like I said, at first I was like, oh, not another Orton, but we really have not had this one. We did have this one a lot, though, back in the Jax days. The Jax Ruthless Aggression, Ring Rage, Adrenaline days, all that. And I actually have one right here, Jax Ruthless Aggression style. I can't remember. I have all the Ruthless Aggression figures you guys know, but I am terrible at saying, oh, this is Ruthless Aggression number 17, Randy Orton or whatever. I am not that good. Like I am with most of the classic superstars, I can usually figure out the number off the top of my head. Ruthless Aggression set's pretty tough to do outside of a few here and there. But this Orton represents the same figure, basically. So it's cool to have the yin and yang. This one holds up. I know some of you guys out there absolutely hate the Jax figures. You think they're too muscled up. You don't like their head sculpts. I think this one's spot on. There's a few bad ones out there, but there's a few bad Mattel ones out there. Just, you like what you like, and it is what it is. But I like this Orton figure. I like it a lot. I believe I'll like this one just as much. So let's pull him out. Let's pull him out of the old package. There's that yellow background. We love it. We know it. We wish we had more of it. See you later up high. Plastic prison time. There's old Orton. There he is, looking only like he can look, as I would say. There he is. Let's pull out this title. I love getting an Intercontinental title. I know sometimes, I don't hear a lot of people complain about belts, but sometimes people are like, oh, we didn't need that belt. I think you can truly never have enough belts. You can always use this belt for somebody else, something like this. And I don't remember getting a ton of this Intercontinental title. We've gotten it a few times, but it's not one as common as the latest heavyweight titles. Those seem to be come out on a pretty regular basis. Pull his hands out. He's got his little mystical hands. I don't mind these, and this is what I might end up using. They're mystical hands. Like he's conjuring spirits out on the top rope is what I always think of with that one. There it is. See you later. Get out of here. All right, we've got very tight joints. Sometimes I worry about loose ab crunches on these. You know, this Randy Orton body looks really good. It works pretty good, but I'd like to see some kind of an update, but I'm not sure exactly what that update is. So it's one of those things, oh, Kyle, you want an update, but you won't give any suggestions. And yeah, you're right, I won't. I don't know what else you can do. I love the slim, trim body, but it feels like it just needs a little bit more of something, and I don't know what that something is. So I'm terrible at explanations. I'm not exactly sure. But I do like this one. I thought I wasn't gonna, so this is a great surprise, and we talk about it all the time on the channel. When your expectations are low and it exceeds your expectations, it's always a great thing. You always felt like you get a better value out of things. Talked about the microphone. I don't think that's quite the right logo for the microphone, but it's all right. That stuff doesn't irk me a ton. Very tight joints on this one. You know, I'm playing with the elbow right now. It just makes me think of the AEW Jazzwares, how loose the elbows are. That's my biggest gripe with that line at this moment. I hope they get that figured out for some of the future series, because I think if they do that, boy, they're going to be really cooking with gas, as somebody might say. But they got Randy Orton. They got his tattoos. It feels so weird to remember back when he had just these tattoos and not the full sleeves and everything. I remember when we first saw Randy Orton, I was like, yeah, he just kind of has those college tattoos going on. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Just college tattoos. He didn't go all the way in. He didn't go all in on his tattoos. And then later on he did. And I'm sure it was expensive getting those sleeves done. One of these days, I'm going to get sleeves done. I don't know when. It's, you know, my dad would just probably absolutely disown me and kill me if I got sleeves. He'd say, you're just going to lose your job immediately. You're going to, you know, why would they hire you? Why would they keep you on board if you had full sleeves? And that's that old school thinking. Things are changing, as we know, out there, but I don't know. If I had full sleeves, it would probably be frowned upon in my job. I'm fairly certain it would be. It's funny, sometimes I've had people come up to me, oh, you under that suit, I guarantee you got full sleeves. You got full. No, I don't. I actually have 2 tattoos, however. One superhero tattoo I got back in college. Not going to show it. I'm going to just keep you guys guessing. Maybe one of you guys will guess which one it is. But there it is. But back to Orton and his tattoo. I always thought they looked a little college-esque tattoos, and he did fix that. But it's fully represented here. I like it. The tattoos are nice. The paint apps are nice. It's an extremely nice figure. This is the sleeper of the set. And I probably went in thinking this one was going to be my last favorite, and I don't think it's going to end up as my last favorite in this one. So that's pretty cool. I like this one a whole lot. And the Intercontinental title takes it to the next level. Getting extra sets of hands. I always like these Randy Orton mystical, magical hands. It works out for me. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I'm sure he does. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. I say it all the time. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. Ringside collectible stands. The best in the game. They're made for Elite, so it makes sense. Put him right here next to that Jax Randy Orton. Got the Orton on the back of the tights. A little color differences here, a little lighter here, but I'm sure he wore different trunks. But it's funny. It's funny to see 2 representations of kind of the same era and the same figure in a way. So very cool. The evolution of Randy Orton. We're doing the Kyle Peterson top 5 on the channel. Maybe one of these days we'll do the top 5 Randy Orton figures. That might be down the road a ways, but we'll get there, I'm sure. There's a lot to get to. We'll do some votes on the Facebook, on the YouTube community page. We'll do some votes on that. We'll let you guys pick some of the top 5 lists one of these days. All in all, though, awesome figure. This is a must-have. I'll try to remember in the description below to put the Amazon link so you guys can hopefully get this one. Amazon exclusive at this point. I don't know where it's going to go or where it might go to, but definitely pick this one up, especially if you love this era of wrestling, this era of Randy Orton. If you're a Randy Orton completist or Randy Orton fan, this one checks a lot of boxes, so I think you definitely need to pick this one up. And I'm happy to report it's a solid figure. So there it is. There's Randy Orton. Now let's rank the whole set in order of my favorite to my least favorite. All right, here we are with the rankings of the Fan Takeover Amazon exclusive Mattel Elite Series 2 line. And I tell you what, I had low expectations of this line coming in. As a whole, nothing really bowled me over. Nothing really knocked my socks off. I think I remember not voting for any of these appearances, these versions of these figures. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Maybe that was Series 1. But, you know, like I said, I can't remember exactly which each one looked like. And I voted off looks, of course. But, wow, solid set here. Way better than expected. Way better than expected. And I really had difficulty putting these in order. Out of all the figure lines I've done in the last year where we've ranked stuff, this has been one of the hardest decisions I've had to do in a long time, and this is very close. These are all extremely close. Really could go any which way. I wouldn't be shocked, you asked me 6 months from now, maybe the order would change a little bit. And that's just the way things go with the way you like figures. You know, sometimes it takes a while to come around to them and stuff like that. But as of right now, extremely tight, extremely close. I mean, they're almost all number 1, you could almost say. But I had to look deep in my heart, had to follow my heart with this one. And I went with Johnny Gargano as number 1. Maybe that's a surprise to some people here, but you guys know I do love my superheroes. I love Wolverine. He's my favorite superhero. That's what got me into superheroes, got me into X-Men, got me into all that world as a young kid. So to throw wrestling with Wolverine, and Johnny Gargano's a stalwart of the NXT division. Big fan of his work out there. And my old Johnny Gargano figure, we compared that in the video with this one. I was shocked how bad the face scan. I don't know how I missed that. But that face scan was atrocious on that one, so I'm happy to get a good face scanned Johnny Gargano. I love the little details, even the Wolverine claws on his wrist tape. I just think this is a very solid figure. And then for them to skirt tail around the copyright issues with Wolverine to make this work and make this come through, I just think that's a very solid figure, and one that crosses over into superhero collectors. I can see a Wolverine collector saying, oh, I'm going to pick that up just because of the uniqueness of it. So that's why he's number 1 for me. And then the biggest one, the one I assumed to be my least favorite, I really like this Randy Orton. I like the head sculpt on it. We talked a little bit in the video about the body. I wish they would do something different. I'm kind of sick of that Randy Orton body mold. I don't know, but I don't have any answers to what they could do. So I don't know if it's even warranted a discussion. But I like this one way more than I thought. It represented a time period I thought we already had Ortons of, and we really don't. We get the title belt, the extra hands, microphone with it, and then it pairs up with that Jax one that you guys know how much I love my Jax figures. Sleeper of the set. So he's coming in at number 2. Now, X-Pac going in, I figured for sure would be my favorite one. But they lost me a little bit in the head scan. It looks like he's got walnuts stored away in one of his cheeks. Just something's off, and that could be the true effects, just being off a hair, making this one in the head not look the greatest. It's funny, we unboxed this one, we compared it to the DX one. I forgot all about the flashback Walmart exclusive X-Pac. But, yeah, it is what it is. They're very similar figures, that DX one and that one anyways. But this X-Pac, I thought for sure would be number 1. But the way things felt and the way the cards were ended up being dealt, he came in at number 3 for me. And then finally, Christian at number 4. I kind of maybe assumed this one might have been towards the bottom anyways, because this is a re-release technically, somewhat of a re-release of an earlier Elite. That did irk me. When you could vote for anything, let's vote for something we've never got before. That's my challenge to you, the fan takeover universe. Let's vote for things we've never had. But we've had this one before, but I felt like Mattel did an amazing job cleaning this one up a bit, giving us a new head scan, giving us title belt, giving us extra hands, giving us a soft goods t-shirt, enough smoke and mirrors to make it feel like it was warranted to be purchased. I didn't really talk too much about the head scan on this one. It's different than the other one that we got before, so I do like that. It's still maybe a tweak off, but it's still, at the end of the day, is a figure I already had. So if this would have been one of the other Christians, maybe this would have moved up with X-Pac. It could have been up there. But I just like these two at the front so much, but very close. All the way across the board, very close for me. But I'm interested, what do you guys think? What is your order on these? How do you rate them? Did you have as much difficulty as I did? Did your expectations totally change from what was actually delivered to you? Let me know in the comments. And then while you're here, you've made it this far, make sure you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're growing every single day. We got all kinds of giveaways, and we'll give stuff away every time we hit 1,000 subscribers. We're inching towards 8,000. We're inching towards 8,000 right now, so make sure you're subscribed if you have not. And if you haven't told a friend, make sure you tell a friend to subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, the old thing every YouTuber tells you out there. Don't forget to follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com/Kyle Peterson. Support the channel, get your very own See You Later t-shirt. Be the best dressed guy or gal in your whole neighborhood. So there it is, Fan Takeover Series 2, Amazon exclusive, the whole group. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.